of us. In the quiet little town of Willowmere, where the air always smelled faintly of rain and wild flowers, there stood a crooked old library at the end of Maple Street. It was the kind of place you'd miss if you weren't looking for it. Vines wrapped around the windows, a tiny wooden sign that read The Whispering Pages, and inside, shelves that creaked like they were telling stories of their own. And this library is where Avi met Nina. Avi was shy. 12 years old. He loved books more than people. He lived in his head in dragons and moon worlds and characters who never let you feel lonely. Nina was the opposite. Loud. Wild. 13, with messy braids and mud on her shoes, and a voice like a firecracker. She didn't read much, but she came to the library because her grandmother worked there and made the best lemon cookies. They met over an argument. Nina was sitting in Avi's corner, the little nook behind the shelf of adventure novels. He stood frozen with his book in hand. "That's my spot," he said softly. Nina raised an eyebrow. "Is your name written here?" "No." "Then it's our spot now." He didn't argue. Just sat across from her, clutching the Dragon of Dusk Wind. She had a comic about cats who wore sunglasses and solved crimes. They didn't talk for the first 2 weeks. Then, one rainy Tuesday, she slid him a cookie. "You read a lot," she said. "Do you ever get bored?" "No." "You ever read something with someone?" He blinked. "No." She grinned. "Wanna try?" And so began the story of Avi and Nina. They started reading together. She made voices for every villain. He filled in the quiet parts with explanations and background facts. She'd interrupt with questions like, "Why don't they just use a flying carpet, or would you fight a giant spider for me?" Avi would always answer, "Yes. But I'd bring a flamethrower." Week after week, their corner became a universe of its own. They built a tiny book club of 2. Made bookmarks for each other. Hid snacks behind encyclopedias. Wrote notes in margins. "This part made me laugh so hard I choked on a jelly bean." And "I love this line. Reminds me of us." Soon, they weren't just reading together. They were being together. They made a journal, called it The Library of Us, and filled it with drawings, ideas for their own stories, imaginary creatures, weird dreams, and promises. Nina once wrote, "One day we'll be old, and still sitting here, laughing like idiots." Deal. Avi circled it. Deal. Then summer came. And one day, Nina didn't show up. Not the next day either. Her grandmother explained she had to leave suddenly. Her mom got a new job in another city. They were gone. No goodbye. Just a silence as loud as thunder. Avi went to the library every day after that. He sat in their corner. Read both their books. Left space on the cushion. Wrote in the journal, "I finished the story today. The dragon lived. You'd be happy. There's a new comic with talking raccoons. I saved it for you. I miss you." Years passed. Avi grew taller. Quieter. Still visited the library. He wrote a book. His first novel. It was about a boy and a girl who found magic in pages and friendship in corners. He dedicated it to N, the one who showed me how to laugh out loud. It became a bestseller. At the book launch, held at the same crooked little library, a girl with messy braids and muddy sneakers walked in holding a copy. She looked older. But her smile was the same. "You wrote our story," Nina whispered. "I never stopped living it," Avi said. They didn't need a hug. They just walked back to their corner. Sat down. Same place. Same shelf. Same quiet magic. And together, they began to read again. From the very first page.